Hey hiking friends, a little vintage footage for you. I was digging through some old photos and I found a whole bunch of video I shot at Great Bear Springs rec area back in May of 2008. No, 2018. Not quite that vintage. So thought I'd throw it together and mix it up a little bit, get off the Oswego County Rec Trail at least, as far as YouTube's concerned. I do later in the video go into a little bit about Great Bear closer towards the end, and I have links down below for history and location and all that fun stuff. It was awesome, just almost ate it. Freaking left ankle. Titania the naughty puppy already yelled at someone today for talking to me. Hey, let's go. I think I like thresholds, like almond trees, almost like a gateway. Oh, this is neat. This is new, or new to me. There's so many trails here. I never know where I've already been. In memory of Jim Arnold. What? Shh. You wanna go get a drink? You watching the bikers? Titania, look at mommy. Hey, Titania. Titania, look at mommy. Puppies. Hi. You want to get a drink? We can go down and get a drink for a puppy. Yeah, I think I have been on this trail before. I think that's new. That's a nice thing about this place. Lots of accessibility. You getting a drink? You all done getting a drink? I feel like a troll should live under that bridge. But to be honest, there's like 50 bridges like this one here. Trolls should live under all of them. Come on. Ooh, this one's bouncy. Hey, this way. Hey, don't fall. Come on. Hey, get on the side you're supposed to be on, ma'am. A little buggy, but you know, it's my... Go away. All the twists and turns. But eventually we'll get to the river. Maybe. goal is just sort of aimless wandering today. And because I only have about a minute's worth of space left on my phone, arting later. Probably tomorrow at home. Alright. I'm going to save some time for when I get down to the river. 15 seconds. Oh, but at least it flipped now. Best part of the trail is when it's down here along the river. Oh, well, look at that. Now I've got all the freaking time in the world once I have my SD card installed correctly. So this right here is it for me. This is the best part of the whole park, is when the trail is down here along the river. Oswego River, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's a picnic area up here. Love it. It's just so, I don't know, lagoony. Is a lagoon the right word? The trees grow in here. The little skinny island out there. Looks like it could have just been a fallen tree that things grew up on. And panorama view. Courtesy of Titania, who's still being naughty. So I think I probably haven't said yet. This is Great Bear Springs recreational area, also just known as Great Bear. A friend of mine whose parents grew up out this way said that back in the 40s and 50s, this whole park was an apple orchard. And you can see there's still buildings and stuff. This trail, not so much. Other parts, other trails, you can tell used to be a road. Oh, looks like a canal dock. But the buildings and stuff are still up. And there was that canal sign back there, so I'm wondering if this was all a canal stop and then an apple orchard and now a park. Let's see. Is this another history sign up here? No. Well, a little bit. Oswego Canal Guard Lock number 2. A guard lock protected the canal from being washed out or filled with silt during times of high water. Something's crawling out over there. Unlike lift locks, guard locks, gates normally stood open, allowing free passage of canal boats. In times of high water, the gates were closed and boats were locked through. Opened in 1828, the original Oswego Canal, being 38 miles, joined Oswego with Syracuse and the Erie Canal. There were 17 lift locks, 4 guard locks, and 8 dams. Guard Lock 2, seen here, was rebuilt in 1855, along with locks and adjoining Horseshoe Dam eliminated. Huh. Yeah, most people only know about the Erie Canal in New York State. We have 5 million canals here. And we had 5 million canals here, and we love every single one of them. But still, I just don't see how anybody could not find this fascinating. Just man-made and nature converging. Be nice if I could talk. So, we're about a mile in from the parking area. It's not a huge park, but a lot of the trails intersect with each other, and you can really make your own, choose your own adventure hiking, really. Problem is, it's really popular. And while I've been avoiding getting them on camera, I've run into a dozen or so people already. And Titania doesn't like any of them, do you? Nope, not a single one. Plus there's bikes allowed here, and horses, and well, ATVs in some sections, and while I am all for ATVs, bikes, and horses, that's just not the experience I'm usually looking for, and not one that Titania can usually tolerate. Because she's a naughty puppy and doesn't like anybody, huh? Isn't that right, baby? Titania, isn't that right? Who's naughty? Yeah. You want to get moving? Oh, stairs. Stairs, and you know, Clip Clop Dog goes a lot on the stairs. Hey, don't pull. See, she may like me, but she doesn't listen to me any better than anybody else. Oh, a map. A map of marked trails. There we go. Oh, and this map has all the runes on it. So let's see. Where's the one? We are here on 6. Over here is where I usually like to go. That is the original Great Bear Pump House. Step on. I'm going to edit out those 3 seconds of tree I just filmed while Titania was pulling me. So yeah, you can see all the, and these are just the marked trails. There's lots of unmarked trails here too. So you really, truly can choose your own adventure. But, so it's about a mile through twisty turny woods. Probably a little less if we'd taken the straight way. And I was wrong. The lean-tos, the picnic area is way back behind where we went. We cut through, let's see, parked, came down here, probably went some unmarked trail over here. Where was I? I saw Blue Trail at some point. Didn't come near the pump house though on purpose, so I probably came down Spring Hollow and down this yellow one to where I am now. So, I think we could follow this back. Shoot, and shoot through the quarry again to get to the parking area. So, what you think, pups? You want to try it? Don't care, as long as I get to sniff. All right, to Island. Apparently, I'm going to show you that she was sitting for once, but then she stood up right as I put the camera back on. Hey, don't pull. So like I said earlier, I've been shooting some stills, and I was not bright enough to format my SD card ahead of time. So I shot very little video in the beginning, and will probably, well, I'm not going to fill it. But since I'm already halfway through and we're on our way looping back, I am going to shoot some artwork from some of the processes from some of the stills that I've taken tomorrow and splice that in. So, hiking first, starting later. But I think I'd like my usual format to be hiking, art, hiking. If I can ever get this one to sit still long enough other than to get a drink, so that I can clip her somewhere and spend some time sketching. I did actually bring, I did bring the whole kit and caboodle. There's art supplies in there and water, and that's about it. Because I plan ahead for emergencies. You never know when you're going to need art supplies. But, oh, look. Random chunk of some sort of foundation. Let's pause the video and take a picture. My phone decided to cut out on me. I don't know if my battery temperature went up or something. Can't even remember what I was saying. But, yeah. So what the map neglected to show about our chosen path back to the car is that I just snaked around a swamp and up a hill. So by putting in another almost mile of trail, We haven't made a mile's worth of progress back to the parking lot, and wow, this is a neat tree. Look at that. I'm gonna give myself time to take a still for my video of this tree. Oh man, I have got a blister forming too. Definitely a hot spot. Ooh, shoreline erosion. Like that is, come on, y'all, how can you not find that absolutely gorgeous? Robin. Yeah, I've got a hot spot at the very best case scenario, but I'm pretty sure it's a blister now. Right, near the ball of my foot. So that's gonna be awesome. On my right foot, I've been having problems with my sesamoid bone as it is. Not while hiking, since I got these shoes. They are Champions Feints, however you say that word, Feint, from Target. I think they're technically a men's trail sneaker. I got mine in 9s. I actually wear a men's 8, but I like to go a half to a size up on my hiking shoes. But yeah, my right foot, my sesamoid bone, has been bothering me when I dance, and during my Krav Maga classes. But now I feel like in the same general area, but on my left foot, I've got a blister, and that is no bueno. Do not want. I was hoping that these would be my full-time long-distance trail shoes. We'll see when I get back home what the situation is looking like. Where the hell does the trail go? Oh, there we go. So, I was trying to decide where to go today. I knew I wanted more than a mile. I definitely got more than a mile. This is all really beautiful part of Great Bear that I haven't been to before. Just having a hard time shaking the feeling that somebody's behind me. And there are people behind me. I don't know, maybe a half mile back, that snaking around the swamp. I kind of caught a glimpse of them. And then when I started around the swamp, and then when I got around the swamp and could see the trail on the other side, I saw them again. So, creeped me out there for a minute, which it shouldn't, because like I said, this place is crazy popular, but I appear to be on a section of the trail that is not. It's for the fact that I can barely find any freaking trail markers. And I wonder if that little switchback I was just on is not even official trail. See, the map said marked trails, and they distinguish between marked trails and unmarked trails for a reason. So many people come through here and they just make their own shit. So there's the ones that the Friends of Great Bear have actually decided are trails, and then there's just the places people have walked. Oh, another swamp. Reminds me, I'll put it in there somewhere. Maybe I'll do a slideshow of the stills I took when my camera didn't want to record video, but Titania got the shit scared out of her by a frog that jumped into the swamp, which was pretty funny, personally. But, so yeah, there we go, trail marker. I'm pretty sure I was just on a section of not a trail. But, oh, and here's a post. Oh no, just a down tree. But it was, got the most interesting split in it. Huh. I can't tell if that was cut or wind or probably not super recent, but we had a wicked windstorm the other night. A lot of trees blew down. trail, where do you go? Oh, well, that's nice. There's a trail and a trail marker. There's a trail and the same color trail marker. Let's go this way. I feel like this is a little more in the direction I want to be headed. Plus, up ahead, I see some pink, what do you call them? Not blazes, that's when they're painted on the tree. What's it when they're tied to the tree? Well, whatever. There's 3 pink ones up here. And more purple blazes, purple trail markers this way. And that is awesome. The trail goes right in between these trees. Oh, and more people on bikes up ahead. So this will be a fun encounter because Titania doesn't like anyone. That freaking trail that I couldn't figure out why there were 2 trail markers. It's because it looped back on top of itself. So, I am now officially going back the way I came, I think. At least there's the canal again. Oh, yep, I took a picture of this little log bridge earlier. That's awesome. Well, it didn't look like I could go any further back there to get back to the car. So, here we are. Super sweet to just be going in circles, but you know, it's kind of how I live my life. So there's that. I got my low battery warning, so I will see you when I get back to the car, if that ever happens. Yeah, so clearly since this was 2 years ago, I made it back to my car okay, and I survived another day. Great Bear's a really nice area. I don't know if I recommend hiking there alone. At one point I mentioned I thought somebody was following me. I actually ended up having a kind of creepy looking dude follow me for a while that day. And I personally have not been back to hike there alone since, even though I have a very overprotective business partner. I don't like to head into situations like that if I can avoid them. So I recommend group hikes. I recommend having a copy of the map with you because it can be very confusing even when you do have a map as to which trails are where. But the nice thing is it's such a smallish area that it's difficult to get horribly lost, like can't find your own way out of it lost. So, what's my outro again? I'm not going to tell you to like or subscribe or any of that because I do not tell you how to live your life. And I will catch you next week. Go hike somewhere today if that's a thing that you're allowed to do right now. Or go sit out in your yard. I think everybody's still allowed to do that. Bye.